Hey everyone, it's your girl Jen, and I'm reporting back on the greatest things that I've experienced in March. We have a lot to cover today, so let's just get started. So I've been exercising a lot more frequently, and I feel like this always happens this time of year. You know, summer's coming up, and instead of the usual 3 times a week, I'll push it to 4. And in March, I did it, and I feel accomplished, and I kind of wanted to share some of my favorite activewear pieces. I've been slipping into a lot of aloe. Yes, I have sipped the aloe Kool-Aid and it is amazing. I just wanted to share some of my favorite outfits by them, and also Fabletics too. They both go freaking hard. Both aloe and Fabletics have kind of changed my perspective on wearing color in the activewear space. I think in the past I would just always wear just like a simple black legging and like a graphic tee, but now that I have all these options for like fun patterns and colors and like cool fits, it's a cool way for me to express myself even when I'm sweating and dying inside. So my next favorite is from our sponsor, Audible. I am so blessed to have this campaign with them because I truly love to read and I love explaining and sharing my favorites with y'all. And quick cliff notes, if you don't know what Audible is, it is my favorite service to get all my audiobook needs. They also have original podcasts from news, business, comedy, all of that. But to be honest, I've only really explored their audiobook side. It's just fantastic. And so I wanted to share with you guys the Devotion of Suspect X. This was actually a recommendation by a bunch of you guys in my previous videos, and it's always been on my list, and this month I crossed it off, and it was just the perfect recommendation for me because you guys know how much I love murder mysteries. Funny enough, I don't like murder mysteries when it's on TV. I only like to listen or read them. But anyway, this is by a Japanese author, and it was so interesting to hear it from that perspective. So this book is about a murder that happens, and it happens very early on, so you know who the killer is, but the story follows the tracks of the detective trying to find the person or the people that are involved in the murder. And it is just so crazy how well they cover up their tracks. Like, now I know how to craft an airtight alibi. Not that I would ever need one. If you guys are interested, please go check out my URL, which is audible.com/clothes. But if you prefer to text and you live in the US, you can text clothes to 500-500. You can get a free audiobook when you try Audible for the first 30 days. So please use this offer. I feel like it's a pretty great deal. We love free things. So moving on to my next favorite, I want to talk about my wig. Look at her and all her gorgeousness. I wanted to do another plug for her because I've been getting a lot of DMs about what brand this wig is, and there's no brand. I got it from Tyron. I will leave his information here, but he basically sourced the wig, he colored it, he styled it, and now I have it, and it's incredible. I feel like if you live in the LA area and you're looking to invest in a really nice wig, highly recommend this. Now I can live my blonde fantasy without frying my hair. I wanted to update you guys. I have worn this wig out on a night out, and it was pretty fun. I truly did feel like somebody else. I had a couple people come up to me asking me how I was able to get it so light, and then I had to just tell them that it was a wig because I cannot tell a lie. I also wanted to talk about these two products, which are essential if you have a lace front wig. So first we've got the Got2b Glued Blasting Freeze Spray. You just put this on to manage your baby hairs, and then for the edges I use this Got2b Glued Styling Spiking Glue, and this is what really holds everything together. I don't use anything stronger because I prefer not to sleep in the wig. So this is a good way to keep the wig on if you just want it for a day or so. I would be more than happy to demonstrate how I apply my wig in another video. Let me know if you guys are interested in that. So this month I also got some brand new bed sheets. These are from Parachute, and I've been hearing about this brand everywhere from Instagram, from my friends, and it just came highly recommended, so I thought I would check it out. I also needed new bed sheets because I had an accident on them. So I figured let's just out with the old, in with the new. And so I decided on these really fresh, bright, beige bed sheets, and they are made in this sateen material, not to get it mixed with satin, but They do feel like very similar, but it feels so slinky and slippery, and it just feels so like luxurious to slip inside the bed. I figured like since we are spending a lot of our time on the bed, like why not make it a lavish experience? So my next favorite is actually called The Favorite. It is a film that I thoroughly enjoyed. It was recommended to me by my brother. He saw it and was like, Jen, you're gonna love this movie. And I watched it and I was like, James, I love this movie. Thank you. So The Favorite is a time period piece that takes place in the 18th century. You have Queen Anne, and she is not in a state to govern a whole country. So she has like this lady called Sarah, and she's the one who is like her right hand woman. She advises her, she consoles the queen. Pretty much Sarah calls the shots in the film. But the plot thickens. Sarah's cousin, who is distant, she comes in and she's like looking for a job, and so she gets a job as just like a maid who does all the grunt work, and slowly she starts like climbing her way up, and it's like a duel between Sarah and Abigail on like who is gonna be the queen's favorite. And it was just, oh, I just loved it so much, from the costume design to like the different themes of power and manipulation. And it kind of got me into this whole of Yorgos Lanthimos' work, who is the director. Like I ended up watching The Lobster right after, which I liked, but not going into my favorites. Like The Favorite was just like, just knocked it out of the park. I loved that film so much. So my last favorite is something that we are using for Cheeky. So right now, Cheeky is on an elimination diet because we're trying to figure out what she's allergic to. So the vet assigned her this like vet approved kibble, and that's like all she can eat for like a whole month. So we just feel bad because in the past we would give her like chews and we'd give her snacks, but now it's just this kibble. So we're really like switching it up on the way we serve it to her. So we got these like Nina Autozan. We got these Nina Autozan toys, and she absolutely loved these. I love that she is using her brain, she is exercising her mind, and she has to work for her food like how like a dog actually would if they were just, you know, in the wild. This toy is actually one of her easiest ones, and we use this for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We'll just get a serving and then we'll distribute it into these little panels, and then she'll have to sniff, and like she uses her paw to like paw at the slides and move them. Now this puzzle is definitely more challenging. We only use this maybe like once or twice a day if we're leaving the house and we want to like give her something to do. We'll put the treats in here and she has to like use her nose to fish the treats out. And after she uses this one, she's always super tired because she's like, whoa, like that was a lot of brain power. I feel like using both of these methods to feed Cheeky has just made her brain more sharp, and it's just exciting, and it's kind of like a fun activity too because we love watching her. All right guys, that is a wrap on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I would love it if you guys told me what you guys have been enjoying in the comments down below. Also, I'm always open to book recommendations. I love to read, so it would be amazing if you guys could leave those down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Mwah.